Welcome to Late Night Creations. I'm Kendra. I got my crew here with me today. We're on a little road trip for spring break, and we've been on a little nature hike out by the lake, and we've got some goodies we're going to craft with. And this video is for entertainment purposes only, but hey, you might learn a tip or two on how to craft with things out of nature. We found some really fun stuff, and we hope that you enjoy this video. Give it a thumbs up, and that little red subscribe down there, go ahead and click it if you know you want to. And so sit back, relax, go ahead and laugh at us. We don't care. We laugh at ourselves too. So hope you enjoy. Yeah, we have some frames. Okay, so this first craft we're going to do, I think is called a God's Eye. We used to make these in elementary school with popsicle sticks, but we chose to grab some sticks that we picked up outside, and we just used a little dot of hot glue to help these girls keep them together. You totally can just wrap the yarn around to hold it together, tie it together if you don't want to use hot glue. So here's one of the girls who wasn't so eager to start, wrapping it around to get it started. Now you just wrap it over the top of the stick, over, not under, and then turn it, wrap it over the next stick, turn it, wrap it over the next stick, turn it, and just keep doing that and keep doing that, and it will start to form this really pretty design. And we're going to show you how to change colors here in just a little bit, but if you just keep wrapping it and make sure that your yarn stays close to the right there, see how that pretty little design is beginning to form, and make sure your yarn stays close. She's showing you. Now when you decide to change, you just snip it off and leave a long enough tail. Put your two ends together, make a loop, put those two ends inside your loop, and make a knot. Cut it as close as you can to get those little straight ends off of there, and then you're going to try to get it on the back side, but it's really easy to kind of hide that and camouflage that. Then you're just going to continue. It looks like she's doing hers kind of left-handed, but I don't think she's left-handed. I'm pretty sure she's right-handed, but anyway, however you do it, just keep going and keep going and keep going around. And these things have turned out really pretty. They did it good. Yeah, she's seeing that she's covering that knot up on the back as she goes around and around. I had a little help with the videoing in this video, so it's not the best. The girls helped me videotape it, so some of it's not the best videotaping, and they don't always know how to stay in frame, so just bear with us. But this was a super fun thing to do. So Lucy wanted to put her loop, glue her loop on the back like that, and then Aubrey decided she was going to glue hers on by herself with the hot glue gun, and so that's how she's supposed to do her loop. I always put my loop inside. Why do you usually choose to put my loop inside the back? Okay, here's number 2. So Lucy was an overachiever and went ahead and put her leaf inside the frame before I could get a picture of her doing it. Those leaves, those fern leaves came from Dollar Tree. They were in a bag. They weren't in with the regular greenery stems. They were on a stem and we cut them off. And then you see her here taking some stones. I actually picked those stones up. Some of them came from Dollar Tree and some of them came from Hobby Lobby. But she's gluing them to her frame. The glue is going to dry clear, so we used it liberally to keep those rocks on there. And here's Briley making her picture. She's drawing hers. She's using some of our craft supplies to use to draw hers. And then here's Lexi. She's our creative, out-of-the-box girl. There's a boulder that is chasing some aliens. Here's Lucy's all finished. I think it turned out super cute. She was very proud of it. I think she did an amazing job. And then here's Aubrey. Aubrey made a background, made her own background, and now she is going to glue one of those leaves, those fern leaves, on hers to in the middle of it, and then put it in the frame. She's assured me that she could hot glue because she used to help her mom make hair bows. And so she knew how to use the hot glue gun, and indeed she did. She was very good and efficient with the hot glue gun. I have so much fun with these girls. They are the love of my life, and we just had a blast. And they are all so creative, and they love to do crafts with me, or they act like they do anyway. So here she's showing us how that you put it back in the frame, and these little frames came from Dollar Tree, and just push those little brads back down, the little metal pieces back down to hold it in the frame, just as easy as it can be. And look how cute that is. So cute. And then, she said you can decorate around the edges if you want. She took some leaves, some shells, and some rocks, and she glued them around the edges. And look at that smile. She's so proud of herself, and she should be. And Lexi just popped hers in. She put the rock on the outside, and she's quite proud of hers too. All right, another nature DIY. This was mine. So I took 4 sticks, and I cut them all about the same size. And then I should have tied it. Would have been much easier, but here I was, trying to do it the hard way first, But I made it work. And Aubrey's doing the camera while I'm trying to get this all wrapped around here. Okay, so I finally get it all wrapped around. So I'm going one way and then the other way and then back around the other way. And then I left a little long enough tail so when I got back to the back side, I could tie it off. There's that tail. And then I'm just going to tie it off on the back side. And I may have put a little dab of hot glue on there just to make sure that it stayed in place. And then I'm going to do that on all 4 corners to create a little frame. Just tie it off really good. And my little camera girl is about to probably make us dizzy because she decided at some point she was going to zoom in and out. And I didn't know she was doing it because I'm on the other side of the camera, but she was having fun with it anyway. This was definitely just a fun video, just for entertainment, and we were out of town and stayed in a VRBO out by the lake, and we just had the best time. A nice little spring break getaway with my grandgirls. So I'm going to do that on all 4 corners, and there we go. They're all done. So then I'm going to tie just some regular twine, and I got all of this twine at, pretty sure it all came from Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to go in and out from the top. It takes me a minute to figure out exactly how I'm going to do it. I go into the middle each time, over and under. I don't really know how to explain it, but I think you can maybe see how I'm doing it. And I would run out of twine, but it's hard. Here she goes, zooming in and out. but it was hard to do it with a long piece. So here's the in and out. So I just kept tying it to make it longer. I would just cut me another piece and tie it on. And every time I would just make sure that it was underneath there like I'm showing you there. So it didn't, you couldn't really even tell that I did it. So I just kept going over and under, over and under, over and under, and then pushing it back until there you go, it's all done. Then I made a bow out of that twine from the corners, and I hot glued it. If you don't want to use hot glue and you want to make it all very natural, you could absolutely tie it on there. The other thing I thought would be really cute was to put some rocks on. And so I found 3 little kind of oblong rocks that were a little bit flat, and decided that I thought they would be cute on the edges of this little frame, just to make it look a little more like it came out of nature. So there we go. I had picked up some dried leaves and grassy looking stuff from the bamboo, and I thought I could make a bow or put it behind the bow on this, but it just really wasn't working for me. So I thought this turned out cute. And it would be cute if you put a little clothespin. I didn't have any with me, and then you could just put a picture back there. A 4x6 or a 3x5 would work really cute on that. I think it turned out pretty cute for just things we picked up in nature. Now these are the things. I'm just showing you a little snippet of what the table looked like while we were crafting. And Briley's still over there working on her picture to put in the frame. And we kind of move on to the next craft while she's still working on that. So I had some larger river rocks that I brought along with us. There's Briley still creating, and hers turns out super cute because she likes to take her time on her crafts. So the girls each took a couple of these bigger river rocks that I brought along with us. We did not find these at the lake. And they decided they were going to use these paint markers and decorate these rocks. So they could put them in, you could put them in a plant, in with a plant, or whatever you want to do with them, put them in your garden. So here's Briley. She finally finished. The cutest thing on hers was her snake with a top hat. And she's really proud of that. So here she is with her rock that she's making look like a cactus. I love how creative these girls are